Hey there! Apple just dropped iOS 18 and it's packed with exciting new features. They first teased it back in June in the Developers Conference, and now it's finally here for iPhones from the XR and Special Edition 2nd generation onwards. This update is full of cool upgrades like controlling the device with eyes, scheduling your messages, and more. Today, I'm going to walk you through 10 new features in iOS 18 that are going to surprise you. Oh, and before we dive in, a quick heads up. Apple Intelligence, Apple's new AI assistant, isn't available just yet for the public. As soon as it hits out, I'll be making a separate video on it. So hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification so that you don't miss it when it drops. As many of you know, Apple is putting a big focus on customization this year, and it shows right away in the completely redesigned Control Center. You now have the freedom to add, remove, resize, and rearrange the tool shortcuts however you like. The company has also mentioned that in the coming time, developers of third-party apps will be allowed to add their own tool shortcuts to Control Center, letting you tweak your device's settings on the go. Speaking of shortcuts, let's talk about those bottom two controls on lock screen we're all so used to, the flashlight and camera. In iOS 18, you're no longer stuck with them. You can swap them out with long list of apps. Additionally, do you want to keep things clean on the lock screen? You can remove both the shortcuts to improve the look of your device. Going forward, I can totally see shortcuts for apps like Spotify or YouTube giving us an instant access without swiping through the home screen. How cool would that be? How many times have you scrolled through a website only to be bombarded by ads, pop-ups, and other annoying distractions? Well, in iOS 18, Safari gets a brand new feature called Distraction Control. This is a big one. It's a super smart tool that lets you clean up those distractions so you can stay focused on what really matters. Here's how it works. When you're on a website, just tap on this icon in the address bar and select Hide Distracting Items. Then, just tap on whatever is bothering you like ads, pop-ups, banners, whatever it is, and choose Hide. And it's gone. You can literally do this with anything. Just remember that distracting items are hidden as long as you don't unhide them, or the website stays the same. If the website is updated with new ads or any other element, you will have to hide them again. Could you imagine controlling everything on your phone without even lifting a finger? Eye tracking is hands down one of the coolest new features in iOS 18 that provides you the option to navigate your entire device using just your eyes. Yeah, you heard that right. All of this can be done without using any other hardware. To activate it, just head over to Accessibility in your Settings app and you will find it here. At first, your iPhone will learn your eye movements, and after that, you're good to go. Once it's set up, you can literally open apps and perform actions just by looking at your screen. Pretty futuristic, right? Do give this feature a try today. iMessage is another app that'll be seeing some good new features. You can now add dynamic animated effects like explode or ripple to any word or sentence that makes your conversation more lively. When your keyboard pops up, you'll notice a new icon. Select a word or sentence and tap on the effects icon. From there, you get 8 different options to choose from, adding that extra bit of fun to your messages. There's another feature that I'm really happy about. You can now schedule messages in iMessage. Let's say you don't want to forget an important birthday or milestone for a friend or a family member. You can now compose your message ahead of time and schedule it to send later. It's super easy. Just hit the plus icon and select Send Later. You can now schedule messages up to 2 weeks in advance. Just keep in mind, like a lot of Apple features, this only works from iMessage to iMessage and not for regular SMS or RCS. The best part, I found that scheduled messages will still send even if your device is turned off. That's because the messages are end-to-end encrypted and stored securely on Apple's servers, ready to be delivered at just the right time. The phone app is also getting some improvement updates. Firstly, when creating a new contact or adding a number to an existing contact, you'll now notice a little blue icon in the top left corner to edit the contacts. Secondly, you now have a search bar in recent calls. Earlier, there was no option to search. Third is the update to microphone modes. Your iPhone automatically now picks the right microphone setting for your environment. Let's say you're in a noisy place. When you attend or make a call, the phone will switch to voice isolation, which focuses on your voice and blocks out background noise. Also, there's wide spectrum, which amplifies the sound around you, letting both your voice and ambient noise come through. This can be super handy if you're in a group and want everyone's voice and background sound to be heard clearly during a call. Accessing these options is easy. During a call, swipe down from the top right corner to find In-Call Services in Control Center and select the mode that suits your situation. Personally, I would recommend leaving it on automatic as the device will adjust based on different scenarios. Let's dive into the Photos app because there are big changes here. First off, you'll notice that the app has ditched the old tab style interface in favor for a clean, single-page scrollable design. It feels a lot streamlined. And in the top left corner, you will now see the total number of photos on your device. Oftentimes, when scrolling through photos, you can filter as per favorite, edited, and other options. Now, there's an additional option of screenshots. When you go into view options and uncheck the screenshots feature, it will hide all the screenshots in the library. It's a small touch, but one that really enhances the overall viewing experience. Here's something that video lovers and content creators will appreciate. Apple brings the ability to adjust the playback speed of high frame rate videos. When editing, after changing the playback speed, a new bar below the video appears from where you can set in and out points for the specific scene you want to slow down. This is an amazing way to create that slow motion effect on regular videos and gives you much more control. What do you think about this? I would love to know your thoughts on this in the comments below. Ever wish to keep certain apps or their content completely out of sight? Well, iOS 18 is introducing a super useful feature that lets you lock and hide apps along with the content. As long as you have some type of security on your device, such as Face ID, Touch ID or passcode, you are good to go. Just tap and hold on any app and you'll see a brand new option to lock it or hide and lock it using your device's security. If you choose the first option, the app stays on your home screen, but you'll have to give access before showing any of its contents. Now, if you want to totally hide everything, the second option will fit for you. The app completely disappears from your home screen and be tucked away in a hidden folder in the app library. You'll only be able to access that hidden folder after verifying your security lock. Plus, the content of locked apps won't show in the search results or notification. While for hidden apps, they won't just vanish from your home screen. They're also invisible in search and notifications. Additionally, no notifications will pop up on your lock screen, meaning there's no chance for someone else to see what you're trying to keep private. It's a great way to keep things hidden, especially when others are around. Let's talk about passwords. iOS 18 introduces a brand new passwords app. If you remember, we used to have our passwords tucked away in the settings. But Apple has made things a lot easier by creating a dedicated app where you can find all the passwords, passkeys, and verification codes for apps and websites all in one place. And because it's Apple, you know everything syncs flawlessly with iCloud, meaning you can access your accounts across all your devices without a hitch. Apart from storing login credentials, it shows you details like the strength of your password, whether it's unique, being reused, or compromised when found in a data leak. But wait, it gets better. You can now share all these sensitive details easily through mail or sharing apps, QR code, or by adding other person in your groups. The company is even expanding the support to Windows, which is a nice surprise. Unfortunately, there's no mention of Android support, so we will have to keep our fingers crossed. Next up is Notes. Here, you'll notice a new paperclip icon when creating a note. From here, you can now add notes via audio recordings. Then tap this icon in the bottom left, which will transcribe your audio. All the transcripts are searchable, so you can easily find what you need. Along with this, you can enter math expressions and equations and have them solved instantly. If you need to calculate your monthly budget or split a restaurant bill, Maths Note will do the job. It even supports more advanced features like variables, graphs, making it a super tool for all kinds of calculations. Last but not the least is Multilingual Keyboard. When you update to the new iOS, you'll now be able to use 2 to 3 languages on a single keyboard. Therefore, no more switching. As you type, iOS intelligently analyzes the language you're typing in and suggests corrections or next words in the prediction bar. When you change the language midway, it'll continue to do the same for the other selected language. You can add different languages by heading to the Settings app, go to General, Keyboard, and Edit. Trust me, if you're someone who communicates with more than one language, you're going to love this feature. There you have it. Those are just some of the exciting new features you'll be getting when you update to iOS 18. Apple's got even more updates on the way, so make sure to follow the channel to know more about them. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.